122 pounder, 10-5, man. Watch the Goodfellas Sports TV, bro.
This from Milwaukee, Wisconsin. Watch
Goodfellas Sports.
Goodfellas boxing.
All right, man. I talked about this a little bit at the end of the live stream yesterday. Shout out to everybody supporting the live streams, man. Check out the Box News playlist. Thumbs up the video, share the video, subscribe to the channel. It looked like Eddie Hearn is trying to finesse Bivol out of the Canelo rematch, right? And yeah, Bivol is a matchroom fighter, and we all know Canelo really don't need to get in there with Bivol again. You got Oscar De La Hoya saying he need to switch his trainer before he get in there with Dmitry Bivol, right? Um, so Bivol may need to beat Ramirez and Joshua Buatsi to get the Canelo rematch. Check out the Box News playlist. Now, Eddie Hearn Scarby says Dmitry Bivol may need to jump through a couple hoops before defeating Gilberto Ramirez and Joshua Buatsi before he can get the rematch with Canelo Alvarez, says promoter Eddie Hearn. This week, the WBA, World Boxing Association, ordered Bivol to defend against WBA number 1, Gilberto Ramirez. He says Matchroom box promoter who promotes Bivol says he will ask the WBA for an exception to allow him to face Joshua Buatsi, even after, Virgil Hunter said he wasn't ready for that. Right? He said if the WBO grants Hearn's request, Bivol would have to need to face Buatsi in October, followed by Zurdo Ramirez next fight. Bivol must beat both fighters before he can face Canelo in May 2023. And my thing is this, May 2023 wouldn't even be an option. Because he come in October and he come back when? March, come on. So that means Canelo Alvarez would get a pass. It wouldn't be no May 23. He probably at the or latest he had to wait September. Canelo won out that fight. We all know it. Canelo won out that fight. Eddie Hearn is dirty, bro. Eddie Hearn is super dirty. Real dirty. If you don't see it, bro, he trying to put two other fighters in front of Zurdo. In front of he trying to put two other fighters in front of Canelo Alvarez. In front of Bivol, so he can't fight Canelo. And then it's like it's like if Zurdo do beat Bivol and there ain't no rematch clause, right? If he do beat him, but it's no rematch clause, guess what? Then Zurdo would have to fight Buatsi, so they'd be protecting Canelo. But Canelo, like I said, he don't have no belt or no nothing, but that people know it look bad if he don't rematch Bivol or don't fight Zurdo Ramirez if he beat Bivol. That's why Eddie Hearn putting Buatsi there just in case. Ain't no more super belt there. Ain't no more super help. No more super champion. So, that's crazy. That's crazy. Real crazy. So, it's just something to think about for a minute. Eddie Hearn sitting there, not upholding some word we lose when describing Al Heyman, not upholding his fiduciary duty to his fighters. That's what Eddie Hearn doing. Eddie Hearn out here trying to stop Bivol from fighting Canelo. If he beat Canelo again, they probably feel that Canelo ain't worth nothing to the zone. But like I said before, all Canelo had to say is, well, you know what? I stepped two, weight class out my truth. I'm gonna go back down to 68, reevaluate things. Nobody told you to go up there and fight Bivol. And now, people saying that the legends and other people saying if you don't rematch Bivol, then you're not this, you're not that. Whoopty whoop, whoopty blam. So Eddie Hearn is Eddie Hearn crazy, bro. He crazy. He just, he not doing right by Bivol. He said in all those situations, we will have to have the right request to our alternative fight exemption, which we will file to WBA, said Eddie Hearn to the Zone Boxing Show about when asked about his reaction to the World Boxing Association's, order Bivol to fight Ramirez. He said, we have no problem making a Zurdo Ramirez fight for Bivol, but we already have plans on making a Joshua Buatsi fight in October, said Hearn. So we'll speak to the WBA and Golden Boy will obviously put in their argument for it. And whichever the way the decision pans out, we accept it. We have a few decisions pending with the WBA. Said Hearn continuing champions have their ideas, governing bodies have, and mandatories get in the way of the ideas. Then you all have to put your reason for it and work it out. That's one of those situations at the moment that Zerdo and Bivol. I have no problem making that fight, but we would like to do another fight, Bivol and Buatsi. And if we're not allowed, we're not allowed. I think it's very close at Hearn. If asked Joshua Buatsi, it's tougher fight for Bivol and Ramirez. I think Zerdo is a very good fighter, but I don't think Zerdo is really beating elite level light heavyweight opposition, in all honesty. But you can argue that Joshua Buatsi hasn't either. I think their resumes are quite similar at light heavyweight, to be honest. He said they're both great fighters. If I did get the Bivol fight to approve the fight, Buatsi, the winner, would have to fight Zerto right away, or right away. Anyway, then obviously there's the Canelo Alvarez fight waiting on the wings. There's a bit of a logjam, and I'm sure it'll all play out. That's what he wanted to create, a logjam to protect Canelo. Don't. That's what it is. Yeah, because Buatsi has beaten everyone there is to beat. It's time for him to challenge for a world title. Hearn said, asked if he still wants to match Buatsi against Bivol after watching Dmitry Bivol did the Canelo on May 7th. He said, look, everyone has to realize Bivol was probably the best light heavyweight in the world. It's a toss up between him and Beterbiev. They're two great champions, but Bivol is finally getting the respect that he deserves, but also the recognition that people has given him for many years. I guess going on and shit. I ain't gonna continue to read that. But he said now the opportunity to prove that now he has against Canelo Alvarez, whether it's Zerto, whether it's Buatsi, they all would be all star massive underdogs in their fight against Bivol. He just beat Canelo. So we've got the A side and Dmitry Bivol. He's ready to fight all comers. The fact is, to get Canelo Alvarez, Bivol might have to get through Buatsi and Zerto to get the shot at Canelo, or just one or two. I don't know, maybe Zerto or Buatsi. So the fight Canelo is not definite because he can't until May. It's possible there's possible always risk in those fights. Hopefully, Canelo and Triple G have a tremendous fight in September. Then if Canelo wins, he'll move forward and look for a rematch. Bivol will be fighting too. Don't forget, Bivol wants better. Bivol wants better BF. It's pride. It's setting pride. It's pride is setting the record straight. Said Hearn. So Canelo still wants to fight Bivol, even if he loses to. We ain't fight him if he loses to Buatsi or Zerto. Come on, he gotta find a way out. But um, I mean, like I said before, he won't make his own fighter run the gauntlet and take money out of his pocket because they know they're gonna have to pay Bivol more than $5 million. They know they're gonna pay Bivol like $15 million, and they know he's gonna mess up the money train for Canelo Alvarez. So you already know what tip they on. You already know what tip they on. So we all know that, man, and we all know that, man. We know kind of where they coming at from it at, but shit, it is what it is. It is what it is. And that's crazy to me. That's crazy to me. But he don't he will tell you that the powers that be, they might even turn around. They might even turn around and make sure they might turn around and just pay Bivol some money so he can leave Canelo alone. He might. They might turn around and give Bivol some money so he can leave Canelo alone. That's what it sounds like. He gonna make your own fighter run a gauntlet that he don't have to ride. If he got to fight Gilberto Ramirez in October and come back in May and fight Canelo Alvarez, do it. And that just let you know the fight didn't do a lot of good numbers. None of that. That's what that let you know. Eddie Hearn, man, he don't be doing right by those fighters, bro. We all know that. And we all know that, bro. He gonna make Beaver, man. That's the zone jumping in there. You know, you know, that's the zone jumping in there. I don't want to see Canelo whooped again. You know, you know, they don't want Canelo getting beat on again. It was nobody told them to approve that fight. Nobody told them to approve that fight. Nobody. You know, nobody told them to improve that fight. But I mean, it is what it is. It is what it is. But sitting there, not making sure Bivol, the best, doing the best thing for Bivol, and that's what this is what boxing about, man. They don't do what they always Floyd Mayweather always say, man. We do, we worry about the fighters. The fighter makes the most money. You got to be an idiot if you believe that. They doing what's best. They doing what's best for their pockets. Everything is about the what's best for their pockets. That's what it's about. That's what this is all about. Is what's best for these promoters' pockets. It's not about what's best for Bivol, what's best for Canelo pockets, what's best for the networks and these promoters. If I'm Bivol and he did that, I would sue the fuck out of him. I would sue his ass. I would sue him. But maybe right now because of what's going on with Russia. But down the line, I sue him. He's not doing his fiduciary duty. That's crazy. You my promoter, and then you trying to stop me from making the biggest payday that I probably gonna make in boxing? Where they do that? But I mean, that's Eddie Hearn for you. That's all promoters for him. That's why they dragging they fight to make so many top fights. Nobody want to lose belts. Nobody want to lose fan base. Nobody want to lose credibility. But you don't. Even in the loss, you can dry your stock up. Even in the loss, Eddie Hearn, nobody told y'all they should have just invited Charlo to come over and fight. If we being real, that's what they should have just done. Instead of just having, him getting his face kicked in. Should have just invited some of them dudes to come over there. And PBC would have been like, no, man, we want to do this on our own. Cool. Then we extended the offer. We gave them a solid offer to come over here. They chose not to come over here. Stop talking about the fight. So, nonetheless, it is what it is, man. Let me know what you girls and guys think. Thumbs up the video, share the video, subscribe to the channel. The subscribe button is the bell icon button. Hit all notifications, increase your chance to get notifications. We go live and drop a video. Financially, you want to support the channels, Cash App, $, CJ Good 313, Venmo, CJ Good 313, PayPal link description. Hit my link tree, the first link description. You can find me on Twitch, Twitter, Instagram, Spotify, Anchor, Cash App, Venmo, PayPal, Amazon Music, Apple Podcast. It's the whole Apple Podcast, the whole shebang there. Appreciate the love, support. Let me know what you girls and guys think in the comment section. Check the Box News playlist out for more videos like this. Peace.